Sea breeze. I use just sea breeze, just for the day-to-day sort of one. It's improved a little bit. Tomorrow's southeast, so it's better than what it was. In fact, the whole week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is looking pretty similar, like east-southeast in the morning. It's made it busier on the water because everyone's got access to the same information, whereas in the past, if you lived by the beach, you'd get lots of sneaky little surfs in, whereas now everyone's onto it. This is probably my favourite all-time board. It's 8'8", and it's a little bit gunny. I only really take it out when there's really good surf, so 90% of my memories on it are really good because the surf's always pretty good when I use it. 910, which is a bit of a loggy one, which is kind of cool on a little small day. It'd need a bigger ceiling, yes. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's just playful. Actually made it for Denmark Ocean Beach at the Point. That's what I made this 8 foot for. It's quite meaty, so I wanted it something that paddle like a 9 foot, but you can put on the bike. So I kind of made it's kind of got some cool kind of bonza type of a setup, which is kind of fun. Fits on the bike a bit better than the bigger one. Right, where am I at on this?
When did you start shaving boards?
Probably on the driveway of the folks' house when I was probably 16, 17, so 40 years ago, I suppose. What I do is more or less the same. There are fancy, different epoxy, composite sort of ones, but polyester ones haven't really changed at all.
All-rounder for scarves.
I think, like even if you just went for a swim at the beach every day, your life's going to be better. So if you add surfing in there, it just gets that little bit better again. So it's just nice just going in the water every day. I'm getting older. My requirements for wave quality isn't as high. Just as long as I get out, get a couple of waves. Particularly being this close to the water, I can have like most of my surfs are like 20 minutes or 30 minutes long. I just go out and get a couple of waves and come in. So it's just, you kind of notice it when you, for some reason or other, you don't go in the water for a week and you get a little bit depressed and a little bit narky with people, and you kind of then realise how good for your social well-being and your mental health actually just getting in the water every day or two is really good. Well, even myself, if I'm watching, like, we'll say Kelly Slater, but it could be any of them, it's like, it's so easy. It's obvious what you do on a wave. You take off and you go bash, bash, bash. But the reality is significantly different. Surfing's hard, particularly in our waves, there's not these too many gentle, peeling little rollers. So it's kind of hard. So you kind of, if you stick on a bigger board for a bit longer, you'll have more enjoyment and you'll get better. You'll get better quicker if you're on a bigger board because you'll get more waves and you'll learn to ride it. If you go to a smaller board too quick, it can get really frustrating. And girls have been more accepting of the fact of the right board they need, whereas a young guy will fight it more. They're kind of, all the boards I do are really cool and lots of different colours and artwork and that, so I look forward to doing every one. It's hard to find the time to do them all, but every one I'm excited about doing. And that's why I didn't sign up to do all the glassing myself, but of late I tend to be doing it just because they're all so intricate and all different little colour schemes and that. And if I pass it off to someone else, it becomes like a bit of a Chinese whispers of how we want the board to turn out. Whereas if I do it myself, I can have a lot more control over how it's going to end up and meeting the requirements of what I've been instructed to do. So yeah. When you think of it, like probably 8% of surfing is paddling and sitting. So just enjoy that. Chat to your mates out the back, have a bit of fun, have a laugh, catch a little wave, get to your feet. Don't overthink it. Just go in and have a fun time on the water. Just paddle around.
Perfect. Cool, man.
Cool.
I think that's good.
No worries.